Yeah. Melito.
What was the definition of insanity? Is repeating the same action and expecting different results.
Different results.
That's exactly what we're seeing right here.
Nice drive-by by OKFS. Flying through with the railgun to get that final shot. 8-2 is the round score. And everyone piles on to bridge. OKFS. Now, why the hell is he here? He's the only guy here. And he's managed to get away. That's just because Requiem didn't pursue. But, my God, had they, it would have been 3-on-1. Just silly.
And he's still
really
down
silly.
there.
Yeah, I don't understand that at all.
Material down there, standing by himself. Yeah, these guys are not truly aware, I don't think, that there are other people on their team at stake here.
That and yeah, honestly, they just need a look. Okay, here it is. They're not showing up to bridge for once. Let's go find out where they are. They're underneath it.
Yes.
And look at that. They're actually in pretty good shape. Yeah, let's go find the last man standing. It's Savvy. He gives it away with his position with a grenade, and now he's going to have to face the brunt of an LG and shotgun combo. But that gets him on the board. Hey, imagine that. If you avoid the Cess Fest in the start, you get a lot done.
You get hurt less. Yeah.
They're trying it out again. Look at that beautiful focus fire. That's going to give them one man up advantage. They're looking for number 2. Very good focus fire. And look, folks, all it's taking is a small change. I mean,
here.
They're going to need to not do this too many times because Requiem will kind of catch on. But yeah, look at that focus fire one more time. Oh. It looks like Avon's got the better of. I didn't see who that was, but kind of stuck his neck out a little too far. So let's take a look.
It'll be interesting to find out some of the trade secrets of exactly how these guys are coordinating how to focus their attacks. I mean, are they just doing it visually, or are they saying, you know, that guy there to the left, get him? Because sometimes it's not even with the LG, sometimes it's a lot of simultaneous rails, and that's always a pretty sight, and it does the damage. Wow. Wow. Cool Man is going to have 30 health, and he's going to get the rail done, making it 9-5. But this is still game point for Requiem. So right now, they're going to need to not only do what they've been doing, they're going to need to adapt it a bit more, make it a bit better. Now, everybody's going to be under the bridge here, and there's going to be a lot of focus fire. Cool Man taking a few LG, doing a few rails. That's definitely going to help out a bit. And he's looking for that one last shot. There it is. Cool Man again, 41 health, getting that damage done.
So let's talk about this real quick, okay? Because what Ghost Squad has done, and I think this is a mistake to try to press this, but I liked it the last round. Yeah, it looks like they might get it done. But I like how they switched it up. They did a couple rounds below the bridge, and they started to kind of mount the comeback. But here's where it falls apart. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, one too many times. Yeah, you've got to be dynamic. And so we saw the beginnings of that. But I think you know, pressing in once and basically beating Requiem at their own game for that, I guess that was round number 15. That was smart. But then they would need to change it up one more time, because at that point, Requiem has kind of reset what they're doing. They're not going to get caught off guard again, and they didn't. They were able to pull down gHs and get that game-winning round. So we finally did see some nice choices, a little bit of a change-up by gHs, but we're moving on to the second map, and the question is, you know, can they keep it? Can they keep it frosty? They really need to, you know, change things up quite a bit.
All right, well, we're going to be moving into Trinity, and this is a map I think Ghost Squad has a little bit of a better chance at, because there's less of assertiveness on one key area, and so we're going to see a bit more spread out play. And I think it's especially Cool Man who wants to see that happen, because he was the one guy who was going, come on guys, let's get out of here, let's not hang out, people get hurt on the bridge.
Yeah, and you're right. And Cool Man was definitely the guy, last man standing, because of it a lot of times for his team, doing really strongly even in those dire situations. But It's the kind of thing where, you know, maybe he needs to get the rest of his team to kind of go along with him. Because just imagine, you know, if you've got a setup where, you know, you've got your best railer looking down the hallways from pillars off into bridge. You've got another really strong railer, or maybe two of them, working the mid over near the railgun jump pad. And you just start, you know, picking off. You just do little peak rails, start picking them off. So while Requiem is sitting up top, you know, trying to be all, you know, hey, we've got the bridge, our bridge, we're guards on the bridge. Then you can be picking them apart and basically either force them out of their comfort zone, or you know, just continue picking them off till they're dead. So we're all talking about DM6. Let's focus on this, of course, is Trinity CA2, and this plays a lot like DM6. We are in the area now that I think is going to be the highest point of contention. Although usually up on the higher rung. Let's go see if I can find somebody up there. Yeah, here we go. Okay, fast. So right here in this LG hallway, we're
about DM6 that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to point out about DM6 that staggering the positions, like you were mentioning, is definitely something you want to do, and this actually is a map where you want to see that even more. You want to see the situations where your teammates are going to be covering each other's back, that whenever one of them is going to be attacked, that opponent is going to be nailed from rails from behind at least 2 angles. So hopefully we're going to see a lot more staggered coordination that way.
Right, and well, one thing that you can't really do in Quake, you know, is we have the luxury of being able to have everyone's name above their heads. But of course, that doesn't happen when you're playing. But focus firing, usually one way to get around that is since you can't really tell who you're shooting at. You know, you don't want to say like the blue guy to the left. What you can do is you can basically designate somebody that's going to be kind of leading those charges as the person to kind of designate targets. So whoever they're shooting, you shoot too. And what that does is that doubles your damage against a single target, and you can take down a target, you know, twice as fast, or maybe 3 times as fast if you triple team. You know, yeah, people know how double teaming and triple teaming works, but
yeah, it's basic logic, guys. A rail coming out of a player with 100 health does as much damage as a rail coming out of a player with 1 health. The rails still hurt a lot, so just by being able to get rid of the players, you save yourself a lot of pain in the future.
Right. And so these are all things that, you know, that teams should do, but we don't really always see them do. I know that we definitely saw problems with that last night. I want to say that it was the Too Easy game, where they really didn't focus fire as well as their opponents. We're going to go live, though, guys. Here's the initial countdown. And we start the second one here. This is the round countdown in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Ghost Squad versus Requiem. And on C2, this is the second map. First blood already drawn. Requiem. Getting done.
Looks like Tyrael and NZA are going to be throwing out the grenade spam here on this end of the red armor room. And they're going to be looking to keep that teleporter from being attacked.
Oh, nice move by Savvy.
Plenty players. Oh, multiple.
Wow, Savvy totally tore them apart. It took Tyrael an age to turn around. Oh, look at this. Group up at LG. Oh my goodness. Savvy doing the smart thing. He's staying out of the line of sight for most of this. And Coolman's already near death. Savvy still sitting at 150 health. Getting LG'd one more time, though. It looks like OKFS. They all came up the jump pad at the same time, and they just destroyed everyone. And the final survivor is going to be Athens. Wow. OKFS gets it done with a mere 50 health. But, yeah, this is basically the equivalent of DM6's bridge.
But, wow, yeah, we're finally seeing some things breaking off. I'm watching OKFS right now, and he's just laying out the LG. But it's going to be Avens tracing his own LG and taking that second round for them.
But to watch Tutu at the start of this.
Meet up here. Why?
Yeah, honestly, apparently it only needed to make this map 2 rooms large. Oh my goodness, now the CES fights are totally in Requiem's favor. 3-1. Will it last?
Those jump pads are getting blue balls on the other end of the map. There we go. We're starting to see a little bit of a spread out here. Tudo doing a lot of damage, but he's down to 60 himself. Gonna be looking out for these